We're starting in our comfortable seat. And so comfortable seat means whatever is comfortable for you. So we're going to be here for a little bit this evening. I'm doing some breath work and various other things. So if being seated down on the floor does not work for you, by all means, we have this plethora of chairs over here. Please feel free to grab one and sit in a chair. You think that may work better for you. Otherwise, once you have found your comfortable seat and you get all of your fidgets out, close your eyes down. Grow long and tall in your spine. Let your shoulders be soft and back. And soften your face, neck, and jaw. Bring your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. And begin to tune in to the natural rhythms of your breath. So as you breathe in, you'll feel your belly, side body. So that's the areas underneath each side of the ribs. And your chest expand out as far as they'll go. And then you'll feel all of those areas relax back towards your back body. Your hands can rest wherever is comfortable. So perhaps they're folded in your lap, or perhaps you have each palm resting on each corresponding thigh. Taking a moment to notice what you are energetically carrying with you this evening to your practice. Doing a little subtle scan of your energetic subtle body. That's the area that surrounds your physical body. It's invisible to the naked eye, generally speaking. I've heard that some people can see that energy field, but I am not lucky enough to be one of those people. And then notice anything that you may be carrying with you in your physical body. Observe. As last week, this week we are continuing with our theme of the 7 main chakras. Just as a reminder, chakra is a Sanskrit word for sphere or wheel. We have 7 main ones, so we have thousands of them all over our body. But our 7 main ones run from the tip of the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. We have one that corresponds with the very seat, the very root. We have one that corresponds with our reproductive system, our bladder. One that corresponds with the very center of our being. That one's all about willpower and confidence. We have one that corresponds with our heart area. Last week, we explored the throat chakra, or Vishuddha. And this week, we are exploring our third eye chakra. So that is in the center of our foreheads. So of course that resides, the chakras reside in the subtle body, that energy field I was just talking about. And they typically correspond with a physical, an area of the physical body. So this week with the third eye, that is in our physical body, that's also known as the pineal gland. is in the very center of our brains. This is the seat of all knowing, intuition, wisdom, and clarity. Why it's called the third eye, because it's that third place that you can see from, metaphorically speaking. This chakra's element is space. Its color is deep royal or indigo blue. So throughout our practice this evening, we will be tuning in to all seeing and all knowing. Our mantra this evening is, I am capable, knowing and seeing to the very depth of my being. I'm capable of tapping into my innermost wisdom and intuition. Some other ways to help open this chakra, of course, are like the other ones. You can meditate, so becoming quiet and still and closing your eyes down and keeping your focus on your third eye center. So eating foods that are deep blue, such as blueberries, so naturally colored foods, nothing artificial. And then wearing a royal indigo or deep blue color. All of these actions can help to foster opening your third eye center. So bringing your palms to touch now at heart center, your thumbs right in front of your chest. You're going to rise your palms up and let the base of your thumbs rest on your third eye center. Your elbows are out to the sides, and if you need to open your eyes and look at me, please feel free to do so. Having your eyes closed, you're going to bring your gaze up towards your third eye center behind your eyelids. And take 3 deep breaths right here. So inhale to expand. Your breath travel up towards your third eye center, and then exhale to release. Do that 2 more times. Inhale deeply in through the nose, breathing up and into your third eye center. And exhale to release. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale to release. Release your palms and then bring you're going to have to open your eyes probably to look at me. You're going to bring your hands to rest on your face. So your index fingers are going to be above your eyebrows. Your middle fingers are going to be corresponding with your nostrils. Ring fingers are corresponding with your mouth, and then pinkies corresponding with your chin. So we're going to do a little breath work called Brahmari breath. And this is a vibrational breath that helps to open everything up and get everything more in tune. So you simply inhale in through the nose with your lips closed, and then as you exhale, you just hum, and then you hum until you just can't anymore. So you'll hum until your navel reaches your spine. Right? So we'll begin now. 5 rounds of this. Inhale deeply in through the nose, and then exhale to hum. Inhale. And if the humming does not feel good to you, just feel free to breathe naturally. The other folks that are humming, you will receive benefit from that vibration. So that's totally okay. Inhale deeply in through the nose, and then exhale to hum. 2 more rounds here. Inhale. Last one. Inhale. The bottom of your exhale, release your hands down. Let them rest in your lap. And just come back to natural breath and just notice any subtle shifts in your energy field as a result of this little bit of breath work that we did. Flutter your eyes open. We've got one more round of breath work before we start moving. It's called Nadi Shodhana, which is alternate nostril breathing. You're going to bring your dominant hand, which is typically your right hand, in front of your face, and then cup that elbow in your other hand. That way it doesn't get tired. That's what always happens to me. You're going to fold your pinky and ring fingers down, and then let your thumb hang out to the sides, and then rest your forefingers on your third eye chakra. So as we get into this breath work, this helps to get more deeply into that third eye. So you're going to plug off your left nostril with your ring finger. Take a deep inhale in through your nose, breathing in through the right nostril. Plug it off with your thumb, your right thumb, and then release your left nostril and exhale completely, navel to spine. Inhale deeply in through the left nostril. Plug it off. And then release the right nostril. Exhale completely, navel to spine. So that is one full round. We're going to do 4 more rounds. Inhale in through the right nostril. Expand out as far as you can go with your belly, chest, and side bodies. Plug off your right nostril. And then exhale completely from the left nostril, drawing your navel in toward your spine. Inhale deeply in through the left nostril. Plug it off. And then exhale completely out of the right nostril. So you're keeping your mouth closed and only breathing through your nose. Inhale in through the right nostril. Expand out. Plug it off. And then release the left nostril, exhaling completely, navel to spine. Inhale in through the left nostril. Plug it off. And then release the right nostril, exhale completely, navel to spine. 2 more rounds. Inhale deeply in through the right nostril. Plug it off. And then exhale completely out of the left nostril, navel to spine. Inhale deeply through the left nostril. Plug it off. And then exhale to release through the right nostril, navel to spine. Last one. Inhale completely through the right nostril. Plug it off. And then exhale all the way navel to spine out of your left nostril. Inhale in through the left nostril. Off. And then exhale, release from the right nostril, navel to spine. Hands down in your lap. And as you did just a moment ago after the bee's breath, the Brahmari breath, come to a place of complete stillness and come back to natural breath. Just notice what you feel. Work is such a lovely way to calm down your nervous system, calm everything down. Even helps you sleep better at night. All right, slowly fluttering your eyes open. We're going to make our way into child's pose. So that's where we're going to start our movement this evening. So you're going to come onto all fours and then bring your hips down to your heels. And then stretch your fingertips out in front of you. If you're like me and you have issues getting your hips to your heels, please feel free to prop a block or blanket underneath of them. And we are going to bring our third eye center, so the very center of your forehead, down to the earth. If that's a struggle for you, please also feel free to use a block. So you can use a block under your forehead or even under your chest. Your knees can be touching or they can be spread out wide. I'll leave that to you. 3 deep breaths in through the nose, and possibly your gaze, if your eyes are closed, your gaze comes up towards that third eye center. And then exhale, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale to expand. And then exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. Exhale to release. Next inhale, you're going to tent out your right fingertips. So drawing the very center of your right palm up towards the sky. Exhale, slide your left arm under that right one and bring your left cheek down to the earth. So this is a thread the needle position in our child's pose. And if tenting out those fingertips doesn't feel good, you can always leave that palm lie flat. I find I have more space in my shoulders if I tent my fingertips. Take a deep breath in through the nose, feeling the expansion. And then exhale, release, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale, dropping that right palm down to the earth, coming up through center. Inhale, stretch through all 10 fingertips. Exhale, tent the left fingertips, and same other side. So you're sliding your right arm under your left one and right cheek. Rests on the earth here. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. And a breath out to release. Last one. Inhale deeply in through the nose to expand. And then exhale, flatten the left palm. Stretch all 10 fingertips out in front of you. So your gaze comes up in between your hands. Separate your knees out hip distance if you have not already. And I like to call this next little movement child's spinal rolls. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but that's what I named it. Bring your chin in towards your chest. Inhale, rolling yourself all the way up. Gaze comes forward. And then exhale, hips come back down towards the heels. Third eye center touches down to the earth. Inhale, chin in towards the chest. We roll ourselves all the way up. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, hips to heels. Third eye center touches down with the earth. Inhale, we roll forward and up. Gaze comes up. And then exhale, touching your forehead down to the earth, hips to heels. 2 more of these. Inhale, we roll ourselves back up, look up. And then exhale, we glide back down towards the earth. Inhale, roll yourself all the way up, look up towards the sky. Exhale, hips to heels, back down to your child's pose. Take one breath in through the nose, feeling the third eye center touching down with the earth or your prop. And then exhale, press the earth away, look up in between your hands, curl toes, and hinge hips. We're making our way to our Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So pressing firmly into the 4 corners of your palms, grip your mat with your finger pads. Draw the tops of the shoulder heads down and away from each one of the ears. That really helps to stabilize your shoulder girdle. And also remember, you can keep knees down, or you can even come down onto your forearms, which we will be going there very shortly. For now, breathe deep, and perhaps you come into some movement. So perhaps you pedal feet, bend knees. Shake your head, yes and no. Let your torso drift from side to side. Take a deep breath in through the nose here. exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, we come back to center, back to stillness. Next, inhale, you're going to gaze up in between your hands. As you exhale, pad your feet forward just a couple of inches. Bend your elbows and see if you can bring your forehead down towards the earth. So this is called dolphin pose. This is rather challenging, especially when it comes to bringing the forehead to the earth. I cannot get mine down. That's okay. I cannot remember your name in the purple shirt, but you're doing a beautiful job. I'm terrible with names, sorry. You can press your palms into the earth. It is simpler to clasp all 10 fingers together, so that's a good modification. Take a deep inhale here in through the nose. Press the tops of the shoulder heads down and away from the ears. Exhale, perhaps your third eye center comes down closer to the earth. Perhaps it does not. 2 more breaths here. Inhale to expand. Exhale, navel to spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Next inhale, we gaze up at our lovely hands. Exhale, we're going to make our way into a forearm plank. So again, this can be challenging. Please feel free to keep your knees down on the earth if that works best for you. 5 breaths right here if you can stay, and if not, that's okay. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, pressing into your forearms. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. Take another breath in. Beautiful, ladies. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale. Last one. Breath out. We release. And let your body come down to the earth. I just realized that my abdomen's really sore from doing this yesterday. It didn't get sore until just a minute ago. Pressing forearms into the earth. Spread out through your fingertips. Press into your palms. Let your shoulders be down your back, away from your ears, into your pubic bone and your toenails. Sphinx pose is a little less challenging, but we can still keep it active by doing all of those little movements. Take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. Breath out, we release. Stack one palm on top of the other. Let your forehead rest. So it may feel good to let your hips rock back and forth here. It may feel good to even bend your knees and let your feet sway from side to side. Little windshield wipers for the feet. Fullest, deepest inhale here in through the nose. And exhale. Take another breath in here. And breath out. Next breath in, if you're moving, come back to center, back to stillness. Curl your toes down onto the earth. And then exhale, bring your palms under your shoulders. And we come back to our Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Once in your down dog, press the earth away. Look up in between your hands as you breathe in. And breath out. We're going to walk our feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Once you get to the top of the mat, big toes can touch or feet can be hip distance. Once again, I will leave that to you. Next, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Rise your fingertips up behind you. And then exhale, drape your torso over your knees. Slight bend in the knees, if that feels good, to give your hamstrings some space. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Arms come out and up. Palms touch up top. Bring a slight back bend into your spine here. And then exhale, touching palms, land at heart So we made it to standing. Next, inhale, pressing palms are going to rise up to the sky once again. Exhale, swan dive down. Lead with your heart and your nice bright third eye center to fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Beautiful. Exhale, 2. Plant your fingertips and step your right toes back, dropping your right knee down to the earth. So remembering the floor might be hard, your mat might be thin. It is absolutely advisable, if you have knee stuff, bring your blanket under your knee. It does take a minute to get there, but it is helpful. Inhale, 2. Float your fingertips forward and up. Bring your torso to stack over your hips. Don't feel bad. I always wiggle and wobble in low lunge. Exhale, 2. Goal post your arms and let your hips sink down towards the earth. Gaze goes up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out. All 10 fingers. Frame that front foot. Breath in. We straighten the back leg. Tops of the shoulder heads down your back and away from your ears. Breath out, we plant our palms and make our way to our downward facing dog. Next breath in, chin in towards the chest. We roll our bodies forward into our plank pose. So maybe you're kind of conditioned to be there since we just held forearm plank for 5 breaths. Maybe not. Exhale, 2. Drop your knees, chest and then chin, elbows close to the ribs. And then inhale, drop the entire front side of your body. Peel your heart up for your Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Your gaze goes up towards the sky. Exhale, curl toes, hinge hips. Downward facing dog. Next, inhale, we're going to float the left toes up towards the sky. See if you can keep your shoulders squared here. And then exhale, rolling your body forward, rounding your spine. Draw your left knee towards your nose. And however you can get it there, your left foot lands in between your hands. Dropping that right heel down towards the left long edge of the mat. Inhale, we're going to roll or curl or cartwheel our arms up to our Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2 posture. Exhale. See if you can sink down more deeply into that left knee. Inhale, we reach through all 10 fingers, shrug the shoulders down the back. You ladies look beautiful. Exhale, sink down more deeply into that left knee. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Your gaze is over your left middle finger. Breath out to stay. Next breath in, we straighten both legs, all 10 toes. Face the right long edge of the mat. Touch your palms together overhead. Exhale to stay. Inhale, draw your tailbone up towards your belly button. Reach through all 10 fingers. Gaze goes up in between your hands. And then exhale. I knew I was going to almost fall over. I was walking barefoot in my yard, and I stepped on something sharp. I don't even know what it was, and it pierced the bottom of my foot. And this little freaking stupid wound is killing me. Like, I have to limp. It's insane. So, as I turned my toes, I was like, oh, that hurts. That's okay, though. I'll live. Inhale, 2. Extend out through all 10 fingertips. Exhale, 2. Sink down more deeply into that right knee. Beautiful work, ladies. Take a deep breath in. Shrug your shoulders down your back. Tuck your tailbone forward. Bring your gaze over your right middle finger. Exhale to stay. Next inhale, we come back to straightening our legs, all 10 toes facing the long edge of the mat. Tailbone tucks up, gaze goes up towards the sky. Exhale back to Warrior 2, towards the front of the mat. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out, cartwheel your arms down and around. Turn your back heel up. Drop your hips down to the earth. So this is a low runner's lunge position. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. Kick off of the back foot. so that's your right foot. Straighten your left leg. Let your gaze come out forward. And then exhale, bringing that third eye center down towards your left knee. Beautiful, beautiful. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out. If you want to challenge your balance, perhaps you let go and bring your hands behind your left ankle. Perhaps you don't. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out. Right big toe meets the left. And nose towards the knees to fold. I just threw that in there. I totally did not plan that. Next breath in, we're going to bring opposite palms to opposite elbows. Breath out. Perhaps we sway. Perhaps you stay still. But perhaps we sway, letting our head be like a little pendulum and sway from side to side. Fullest, deepest inhale here, in through the nose. Exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, we come back to center, back to stillness, releasing your arms down. Let your head and arms hang heavy, keeping a soft bend in your knees. Pressing down through the four corners of your feet, spreading out through your toes. So the four corners of the feet are the inner and outer portions of the balls of your feet, so right below all of your toes, and the inner and outer portions of your heels. Next breath in, we're going to come into our zombie raise, so keeping your head and arms heavy and rounding through your spine, coming all the way up. And then exhale, palms land at heart center. Namaste. All right, so all of that on the other side. Next, inhale, pressing palms, rise up towards the sky, bringing a slight arc into your spine. This time as you exhale, keep your palms pressed together as you hinge at the hips. Hold. Inhale, hands on the shins. We rise up to a flat back, shoulders down the back. Exhale, plant your fingertips. Step your left toes back and drop your left knee down to the earth. So remembering you can always pad under that knee. Inhale, fingertips forward and up. Torso stacks over the hips. See if you can drag your left hip forward and right hip back. That really helps to deepen the opening in your left psoas, which is that muscle that runs right along the front of your left hip. Exhale, two, goal post your arms, sink your hips down low, and bring your gaze up towards the sky. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out, we frame the front foot with all 10 fingertips. Breath in, we straighten the back leg. So that's the left leg. Tops of the shoulders come down and away from the ears. Breath out, plant your palms and make your way to downward facing dog. Next breath in, bend the knees, raise the heels and hips up towards the sky. Breath out, heels and heart melt down towards the earth. Chin in towards your chest. Inhale, we roll our bodies forward into our plank pose. You can always drop the knees down right away. You do not have to keep them up. Exhale, because that's where we're going. Drop your knees, your chest, and your chin down to the earth. Inhale, release the entire front side of your body, pressing your palms into the earth, feeling your heart and your third eye center up towards the sky for Cobra Pose. Exhale, two. Curl toes, hinge hips. Come into your downward facing dog. Next, inhale, right toes float up to the sky behind you. See if you can keep your shoulders squared here. Beautiful, ladies. Exhale, roll your body forward, shoulders over wrists, round your spine, draw your right knee in towards your chest, and however you can get that right foot in between your hands, that's where we're meeting. Once you make it there, it all counts. Dropping that left heel off towards the right back corner of the mat. Inhale, cartwheel your arms out and up. Exhale, Warrior Two pose. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. The right knee is stacked over right ankle. Gently tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Shoulders are soft down your back. Your gaze is over your right middle finger. Take a deep breath in, stretch through all 10 fingers. Breath out, perhaps you sink down more deeply into that right knee. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out to stay. Next breath in, turn all 10 toes towards the long edge of the mat. Straighten your legs. Palms touch overhead. Gaze goes up towards your hands. Tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Exhale to stay. Inhale, reach higher with your fingertips. Exhale, Warrior Two towards the back of your mat. So turning those left toes to face the short edge, the back short edge of your mat. Tuck your tailbone up towards your belly button. Shoulders are down your back. Reach through all 10 fingers. Exhale, sink down more deeply into that left knee. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Breath out to stay. Next breath in, back up with our hand clap. Palms touch overhead, tailbone tucks up. And exhale, Warrior Two, towards the front of your mat once again. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out, we cartwheel our arms down and around. Breath in, we come into our low runner's lunge. Breath out, we slide that right foot back and come down into our forearm plank. I snuck that one in there on you. Pressing your palms into the earth, shoulders down your back away from your ears. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And always keep the knees down. Exhale to stay. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, 2 more. Inhale deeply in through the nose. And exhale, feeling that core light up. Take 1 more breath here. Breath out, slowly release down to the earth. Release all 10 toenails. Close your eyes. Press into your palms and your forearms. Shoulders are down your back, away from your ears. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale. Fullest, deepest inhale. Exhale, we completely release. Stack opposite palm on top this time. Let your forehead rest down onto your palms. I am capable of connecting with my innermost wisdom and intuition. Next breath in, we raise our gaze back up. Breath out, we're going to make our way onto our backs. We're going to turn over. Just simply come to a reclined position. And once you get into your reclined position, your knees are bent, soles of the feet are on the earth, so knees straight up towards the sky. Gently tucking your tailbone up towards your belly button. Bringing your chin down towards your chest. So just feeling how doing those simple little movements like that, just gently doing those couple of movements, feel how that presses the entirety, or most of the entirety of your spine down into the earth. Next breath in, we're going to cross the right ankle over the left knee. Breath out, we're going to press that right knee away from our body. So this is a very fantastic hip opening posture. It's called thread the needle. Next breath in, we're going to draw the left knee up towards the sky. Left shin is parallel with the earth. Breath out, you're going to thread that right hand in between your legs and clasp all 10 fingers around your left hamstring. So your left hand is going to come on the outside of your left thigh, and then your right hand is going to come in between your legs. Your left shin is hanging parallel with the earth. You're flexing into all 10 toes. Take a deep breath in through the nose here. Breath out. Gently press on the right knee with the right elbow and draw the left knee in towards the heart. Fullest, deepest inhale here. Exhale, navel to spine. Take another deep breath in. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. You're going to release the left leg straight down on the earth. Grab a hold of the outside or the inside of the right foot with the right hand, and you're going to let the right sole of the foot come up towards the sky. So this is half happy baby posture. So your right knee is bent, right sole of the foot up towards the sky. You're either grabbing a hold of the inner or outer portion of your right foot. So that's really whatever works best in your body. Left leg is straight down on the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Re-soften your shoulders. And exhale, soften your face, neck and jaw. And as you exhale, feel how you can gently draw that right foot down and that right knee down towards the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale here. And exhale. Next inhale, we're going to come into full happy baby. So we're going to have the left foot join the right one. So left knee is bent. You're grabbing a hold of your left foot either on the inside or the outside. So that's whatever works best for you. Take a deep breath in, kick your feet into your hands. Breath out, draw your shoulders back down to the earth and feel how you correspondingly have your knees coming down towards the earth. Take another deep breath in through the nose here. And breath out. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale. Take one more breath in here. And breath out, we release. So release your feet. Let the soles of the feet come back down to the earth. Back where we started when we came to our reclined position. So knees up towards the sky. Tucking your tailbone up towards your belly button. Retucking your chin down toward your chest if necessary. Next inhale, we're going to cross the left ankle over the right knee. Exhale. Gently press the left knee away from your body. So you will notice a difference in sides. And pretty much anything that we do that requires doing both sides of something, you will notice a difference in each side. Helps you be more in tune with your body. Next, inhale, keeping that left knee pressed away. Raise the right foot up off of the earth. Right shin is parallel with the earth. Exhale, we thread the needle. So clasping all 10 fingers around that right hamstring. Take a deep breath in here. Beautiful, ladies. Breath out, navel to spine. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale to soften. Take a deep inhale here, pressing the left knee away from the body with the left elbow. Breath out, see if you can draw that right knee in closer to you. And maybe you can, maybe you can't. That is totally okay. You want to go to a place where you feel sensation and not pain. Take a deep breath in here. And breath out, we unwind and release, straighten the right leg down. We're going to come into that half happy baby on the left side. So straightening the right leg down, bending the left knee, and grabbing a hold of that left foot with the left hand. The left knee down towards the earth. Re-soften your shoulders, retuck your chin in towards your chest. Take a deep breath in here. Breath out, see if you can gently draw that left knee down towards the earth. Fullest, deepest inhale. And exhale to stay. Take another deep breath in. And breath out, we release. Bring both soles of the feet to touch, and we're coming into that Supta Baddha Konasana, that reclined butterfly position. So both soles of the feet are touching, knees are bent, and they're just kind of hanging out to the sides. So if you have one block and one blanket, it will be sufficient if you want to prop your knees up. Absolutely do not have to have your knees flying in the air. Bring one hand to rest on your belly and the other hand to rest on your heart space. Just simply breathe in to what you're feeling here. We're going to make our way now to our final Shavasana. Shavasana can be anything you want it to be that is a resting position. Feel free to stay right where you are. Also feel free to remove your props and completely lay flat. Spread out through your toes and your hands. Let your palms face up towards the sky. Feel free to grab a hold of your blanket. If you're feeling like you need to be cozy, and bundle up with said blanket. Taking any position that is restorative and restful. So let all of this work we just did melt back down into the earth and just rest. I encourage you to bring your full attention to your third eye center, that space in between your eyebrows, space of all seeing and all knowing and deepest intuition. Just imagine that spinning wheel spinning uninhibited in a clockwise direction. Is a nice bright royal blue. Every time your mind wanders, come back to that focus. Beginning once again to deepen your breath. Feeling fingers and toes, circling wrists and ankles. Body stretch by reaching your arms up overhead, pointing down through your toes. Taking any other movements while you're still in your recline. You may need, perhaps you windshield wiper knees and feet. Perhaps you bend your knees and draw them in towards your chest to give yourself a big hug. Anything else you may need before making your way back to your comfortable seated. Right, and then once back in your comfortable seat, one last moment to close your eyes. Growing long and tall in your spine, let your shoulders be soft down your back. Bless you. Soften your face, neck, and jaw. Bring your tongue off of the roof of your mouth. Let your hands be folded in your lap or perhaps palms resting on your thighs. And as you did at the beginning of class, instead of notice what you're bringing to class, notice what you're leaving with. And notice any energetic shifts. That's wonderful practice. And then one last time, bring your attention to your third eye center, that space in between your eyebrows. Visioning that bright, deep blue spinning wheel, capable of tapping into my innermost wisdom and intuition. The wheel spins uninhibited. Force energy can travel through and out through the crown of your head. Get to be more in tune in general. Bringing your palms to touch in front of your heart space. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Deepest gratitude to our bodies and our breath to be able to move, breathe, and practice in this way and in this space. Deepest gratitude to ourselves for showing up. As always, that is half of the battle. And now we bring our thumbs to touch at our third eye center, the space in between our eyebrows, that center of all knowing. And in our shared collective offerings, we bow forward. Namaste.